to the third place game of the 47th annual Bertha Teague Lady Panthers. At this time, I please ask that you rise as Mr. Sam Caton will give tonight's invocation.
Father God, Lord, we're so thankful, God, that we get to come here to have this amazing time playing this game that you've given all of us here at Desire and Love. Lord God, we ask that you protect both of these teams that take the court and the Washington Lady Warriors and the Lady Pirates later, Father. God, we ask you to watch over them, let them compete as hard as they can and do what you taught them to love. Father God, we ask you to watch over them and everyone else here as they drive home tonight. Father, most of all, we're thankful for your son, Father, that came and died on the cross because of his love for us. Lord, I pray that each and every person that they leave here, God, they can know that fact beyond everything else. We ask this all in your heavenly name. Amen.
Please remain standing as Mrs. Katie Caton will deliver tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much, Sam, and as beautiful as ever, Katie. Thank you.
I don't either. All right, excellent national anthem there.
And now, fans, it's time for the moment you
We're about to get started with our starting lineups. This is going to be brought to you by Seiling State Bank today.
Number 1 Class A, Seiling Lady Wildcats.
Starting for your Seiling Lady Wildcats is going to be number 14, a junior, Lindley Nichols.
A 6'1" junior, number 14, Lindley Nichols. 5'11" junior, number 20, Katie.
Number 20, Katie Griffin. She is also a junior. Number 21, Kirsten Briggs, senior.
5'7" senior, number 24, Teague Hamer.
Senior, number 24, Teagan Hamer. And number 45, Paige Coons, who is also a senior. To be coached by Brady Hamer, assisted by Brian Gore and Claire Shutt.
And this time will be the starting five for the 2A ranked number 4 Latta Lady Panther.
And for the Latta Lady Panthers, who are coached by Zach Zimmer. We have number 1, JC Smith. She's a sophomore. We have number 10, Savannah Single. She is a senior. We have number 11, Kelby Parnicher. She is a junior. Number 21, Paisley Anderson, a junior. And number 35, Jacoby Worcester, who is also a senior. Oh, I'm sorry, I got the coach wrong. It is head coach Clay Plunk and assisted by Zach Zimmer. Should be a good matchup tonight. Latta comes into this game with their only losses being to number 1 of 2A Dale, which we just lost to last night, and number 1 from 3A Washington, who both those teams play right after this game. It should be a very interesting matchup there. And they are very quick, very fast, and we'll have to see what our Lady Cats can do here. All right, the tip is up and it goes to Latta. They are going to cross half court here. Number 11, Parniture has it. She's going to drive baseline side. She gets a shot off. It is no good. Rebounded by Paige Coons. She gets it up to Kirsten Briggs. Briggs drives in, gets it to Katie Griffin, who takes off dribbling. Teague Hamer has it now, gets it out to Lindley Nichols. She spins around, finds Teague Hamer in the corner for 3 points, and it is no good. It is rebounded by Smith. Smith pushes it down the court. She's going to go up. It's going to be good for 2 over top of Katie Griffin. Hamer with the ball. She drives in, gets it to Briggs. Briggs spins back to the middle. Passes it down at Griffin's feet, and it is not able to be handled. And it goes out of bounds, so it's going to go back to Latta. Parniture. Over to number 10, and then around to Smith. Smith back to Parniture. Parniture drives it down to the corner on the far side, pulls up, shoots a 3, no good off the back of the rim. It's going to be tipped to Coons. She picks up her second rebound. Hamer with the ball. She pushes it down the court. She's going to drive to the right side, gets it to Briggs. Briggs to Nichols. Nichols to Hamer. Hamer 3. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Nichols. She's going to go up. No good off the front of the rim. She's going to get her own rebound. Goes up again, and it is good over the front of the rim there for Lindley Nichols. Smith with the ball. She brings it across half court. Gets it to number 21, and then back up to number 10, that is Sinkle, and then over to Smith. Smith's going to be fouled by, it looks like Coons. A little slow getting up, but she's going to the free throw line.
Fouls on number 45, Paige Coons. That's the first team foul against Seiling. At the free throw line is J.C. Smith with 2 shots.
First free throw is up and rolls in. Hits the front of the rim, off the backboard, and into the net. Second shot is up, off the front of the rim. Kirsten Briggs pulls down a tough rebound there, takes off to the other end. Finds Teague Hamer. Hamer brings it back up to the top. She spins back to the middle, kicks it out to Griffin. Griffin to Briggs. Briggs for 3. No good. Lindley Nichols with the rebound. It gets bumped away, and Smith is off to the races. She pulls up. Gets that to, I can't tell what number that is, 10 maybe. Sinkle. She drives in, spins back to the middle, hits it off the backboard towards the middle there for 2 points. It's going to be a 5-2. Now for Latta, over Seiling. Briggs drives in, forces a shot there. Coons picks up the rebound and then throws it away. That's going to be a Parniture with the ball. She's going to try to throw it into Worcester, and it's no good.
In for Seiling is number 15, Bailey Chain.
Bailey Chain checks into the game for Coons. Hamer's going to inbound it to Chain and then back to Hamer. She's going to take off dribbling. She spins back to the right side, gets it over to Chain. Chain drives baseline, kicks it back out to Hamer. Hamer drives in, kicks it across to Nichols. Nichols drives in, kicks it up top to Kirsten Briggs, back out to Nichols. Nichols spins around, gets it bobbled, stays with it, finds Hamer, and that is up for 3. Rattles around, and that's going to be a foul over the back for Lindley Nichols there.
Lindley Nichols.
It's going to bring the team fouls to 2 for the Lady Cats. Parnicher with the ball. She's going to have a backdoor cutting here, and that is number 21, but it looks like Hamer got the rebound. Coach Hamer calls a timeout really quickly. 4:32 here, 30-second timeout. We'll be right back with you after the break. All right, we are back. Lady Cats inbound to Kirsten Briggs. She lets the ladies clear out and takes it herself. She dribbles it down, and there's going to be a foul called. It's going to be on Jay-Z Smith. The other side is calling for that to be on Kirsten Briggs, but I didn't see anywhere that she was pushing off in a particularly bad way. So I'll agree with the one that we got there. Hamer to inbound. She gets it into Briggs on the far side. She's going to bring it to the top of the key. She gets it to Nichols. Nichols spins back around, goes back to the middle. They're going to call a foul on the floor on number 21. That's going to be Anderson.
Fouls on number 21, Paisley Anderson. Second team foul on Latta.
Hamer inbounds it to Briggs. Briggs drives in, spins to the left, gets picked, and Parnicher takes off. Briggs gets back on defense, knocks it out of bounds on the pass to Smith. It's going to remain Latta ball. Good hustle back on defense there, though. You're going to inbound here to Parnicher. She's going to drive the lane. She's going to go up for a shot, and it's going to be good. Teague Hamer gets it to Briggs. Over to Bailey Chain in the corner. She's going to bring it back up top. Gets it to Hamer. Hamer over to Nichols. Over to Chain. Chain drives back to Nichols. Nichols drives. Gets it to Hamer. Hamer drives. Spins around. Gets it through. Great pass to Katie Griffin right there, who lays it in for two.
Basket by Katie Griffin.
They're going to get the ball down to the corner and then back up top to J.C. Smith. She's going to drive in, kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson takes a dribble, gets it out to Parnicher at the top of the key. She's going to pull it out to about the logo. Gets it to Worcester, over to number 10, Sinkle, and then Parnicher on the far side. She's going to take a shot here, and she's going to be fouled. Not sure if that is on Chain. Bailey Chain, her first foul. That's going to be the third team foul for the Lady Cats. They inbound to Anderson. Anderson over to Parnicher. Parnicher over to Smith. Smith over to Sinkle. Back to Parnicher, and then over around back to Smith. Smith takes a couple dribbles, drives in, finds an opening, and lays it in for two. Briggs with the ball. She's going to drive in, go up for one there. It's going to be foul on, let's see who this is. It's going to be on number 10. That is going to be Sinkle. And Kirsten Briggs is going to go to the free throw line. First one is up and good. Checking into the game is Macy Parks for the Latta Lady Panthers. Briggs misses off the back of the rim on her second free throw, and it is rebounded by Sinkle and then given to Smith. Nope, that is Parnicher. And then over across to Parks. Back to Parnicher at the top. She swings it to the other side. Back to Parks and then over to Smith. Smith drives baseline. She's going to miss her shot there. It's going to be rebounded by Chain, who saves it from going out of bounds, throws it to Nichols and then up to Hamer. Hamer drives it down. Gets it to Briggs. Briggs to Nichols. Nichols drives in. Spins. Out to Hamer. Hamer drives. They're going to call a charge on Hamer.
Offensive foul on number 24, Teague Hamer. Fourth team foul on Seiling.
That is our fourth foul for this quarter. The next one, the Lady Panthers will be shooting. We've got Parnicher with the ball. She uses a screen from Worcester. She drives in, shoots a tough shot there, no good, and it's rebounded by Hamer. Hamer kicks it up to Briggs. Briggs pushes it down the court. She finds Nichols on the outside, back into across. Hamer shoots it from the top there. No good off the back of the rim, rebounded by Worcester. Worcester up to Sinkle. Over across, and Parnicher on the far side. Parnicher drives in, picks up her dribble, gets it bobbled a little bit. She's looking for somebody. Oh, Cadence Griffin trying to chase down a loose ball, and they're going to call back court as Sinkle touches the ball before Cadence Griffin can grab it. Parnicher takes a seat, as I'm not sure who just came in for her. It looks like maybe number 20, and that is Rakaya Booker. Hamer with the ball. Over to Briggs on the near side. She drives in, spins around, finds Bailey Chain. Chain drives up from the corner, back to Briggs. Briggs drives in, spins around, gets it back to Chain. Chain attacks towards the middle, gets it up to Teague Hamer on the other side. She gives it to Nichols. Nichols goes through. Great move. No good. Great rebound by Katie Griffin. And she's going to the line. That is going to be on Worcester, and that's her first. And the fourth team foul for Latta. There's 18.8 seconds left here in the first quarter. First free throw up and no good. Current score is 9-6, and like I said, 18.8 seconds left here. Second free throw is up and no good as well. Sinkle comes down with it, gets it to Smith. Woo. Smith drives off the screen, pulls back, shoots a three, and it is good. Hamer from the half court, no good. Lady Cats go into the second, down by 6. We will be back with you in just a minute. All right, Lady Cats with the ball to start the second quarter. We had a point correction at the break, and it is 12-5. So Lady Cats lose a point over the course of the break. Hamer drives in. She's going to go up. They're going to call a block. It's going to be on number 20. That was Booker. Hamer at the free throw line. First one is up and good. 12-6. Lady Cats trailing. Hamer receives the ball. Second free throw is up and good. 12-7. Lady Panthers have Parnisher bringing the ball up. She gets it over to Parks and then over to Booker, and they find Parnisher. There was a travel. It's going to be Lady Cat basketball. Briggs brings it down the court. She gets it to Nichols. Nichols out to Briggs. Briggs gets it to Hamer. Hamer drives in. Gets it to Nichols. Nichols back to Briggs. Briggs over to Hamer. Hamer for three. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Chain. Chain kicks it out to Nichols. Nichols drives in. Gets it into Hamer. Over to Briggs. Briggs drives in. Finds Nichols. Nichols drives in. Spins around. Goes up for the move there and finishes. 12-9. And Latta runs off and leaves their point guard without somebody to throw the ball into. They get it back there, and there's going to be a timeout called by Latta here. And 30-second timeout. 12-9, 6:40 in the second quarter. And we will be right back with you. We are back with Lady Panther ball. It's going to be Sinkle to throw it in. She gets it to Smith in the backcourt. She gets it to Parnicher and then down to Sinkle. She gets the ball tipped away. It's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say it's off of her and goes to the Lady Cats. Briggs inbounds it to Hamer. Hamer uses a screen, gets jumped. Gets it to Briggs. Briggs drives in, finds Hamer. Hamer shot fakes, drives in, shoots a floater. No good, and she's going to foul on the rebound there. That's going to be her second foul and team's first. Parnicher with the ball. Gets it to Sinkle. Over to number 21, Anderson, then up to Smith and to Parnicher, back to Anderson. Anderson to Sinkle. Sinkle drives to the middle. She hops up. Worcester drives in. She finds, who is that cutting right there? Parnicher. Good finish there and good find by Worcester. Briggs in the corner to Bailey Chain. She drives baseline. Out to Briggs. Briggs up top to Hamer. Hamer drives around. Gets it to Chain. Chain to Briggs. Briggs spin, move, and good. Great finish there by Kirsten Briggs. Really athletic. We got Parnicher with the ball. Gets it out to Smith near the logo and over to Anderson. Anderson to Parnicher on the near side. Up to Sinkle and over to Smith. Smith drives to the right, kicks it out. Parnicher shot fakes, drives up to Smith in the corner. She goes baseline. Her shot gets blocked, but it's rebounded by Worcester, who puts it in for 2. Briggs pushes the ball up the court after the made shot. Gets it to Nichols. Nichols for 3. Looks good from here, but no good off the back of the rim. It's rebounded by Parnicher. Parnicher takes off. Pulls it out, drives back in, pulls it out, drives back in. Over across to Smith for 3, off the back of the rim, rebounded by Nichols. Nichols gets it to Hamer. Hamer drives in, kicks it to the corner for Chain. Chain shot fakes, drives in. She goes up. She gets fouled, no good on the shot, but she's going to the line for 2.
Fouls charge number 1, J.C. Smith. Second team foul on
Bailey Chain, of course, a freshman. First time she's played in one of these holiday tournaments. Let's see if she can hit her free throws here. First one is up and good.
Macy Parks subbing in.
Macy Parks subs in for J.C. Smith. Second free throw, no good off the back of the rim, rebounded by Worcester and given to Parnicher. Parnicher brings it over to the side, gets it to Anderson. Anderson inside to Sinkle. Sinkle up back to Anderson. Anderson up top to Parnicher. Parnicher drives in, spins around, kicks it to the far corner to number 10, Sinkle. She's going to drive in. They're going to count that. 2 points. She's going to the line for an and 1. That is going to be on number 20, Cadence Griffin, her first foul and team second foul. Free throw is up and good for Sinkle. It's going to bring the score to 19-12 with 3:59 left here in the second quarter. Briggs with the ball. Drives in, finds Hamer, 3. It rattles around. Nichols gets fouled. It's on the floor. It's going to be taken out under the goal here. That was on Anderson. Hamer inbounds it to Briggs. She chases it down in the back, well, not in the backcourt, but near the half line. She gets it to Hamer, then over to Chain. Chain to Briggs. Briggs to Hamer. Hamer drives in. It gets tipped. It's going to remain Lady Cat basketball. Hamer into Briggs. Briggs spins. Was a little out of control, tried to force up a shot. It just wasn't any good. Parnicher here goes off to the races, gets blocked by Lindley Nichols. It's going to be out of bounds on Lady Cats. Sinkle to inbound it for the Lady Panthers. She gets it to Worcester at the elbow and then out to Parks for 3. It's no good. Bailey Chain chases it down. Hamer up front to Cadence Griffin, and she's going to lay it in for 2. Good look and great finish there for the Lady Cats. It's going to bring it to 19-14. Sinkle over to Parks, up to Anderson, and then Parnicher. She's going to drive left. She gets blocked by Lindley Nichols. It's going to go out of bounds. Good hustle on getting back there after she kind of jumped at her a little bit, so she recovered very nicely there, Nichols did. They're going to inbound here to, oh, that was a travel. That was Parks. Lady Cat basketball. Hamer inbounds to Briggs. She's going to bring it to the near side here. Drives. Gets it to Hamer. Hamer drives in. Gets it to Chain. Chain skips it across to Nichols. Nichols gets inside. Spins around. Goes up. Tough shot. That's going to be white basketball. Furniture with it, crosses the half line. She gets it over to Single. They find Worcester to Parnicher. She drives in. She's going to go up for it. She's a little out of control. And Briggs comes down with the rebound. She's going to push it up the court. Gets it to Hamer, shot fake, out to Bailey Chain in the corner for three, no good. Rebounded by Worcester, sent up to Furniture. She's going to pull it out and let her team get set up. About a minute 50 left here. Furniture gets stopped up. She gets it to Parks. Parks drives in. She gets it stolen by Teague and Hamer, and she's off to the races. And it's going to be out of bounds here. Lady Cat ball. Hamer is going to inbound to Lindley Nichols. There's going to be a foul called on the floor. That's going to be on Paisley Anderson. Her third foul and the team's fourth foul. Booker checks back into the game for her. Hamer inbounds to Chain. Up top to Briggs. Briggs over to Chain. Chain back to Briggs. Briggs shot fakes, drives to the left, gets it stolen away, gets it stripped a little bit, and they're going. Here, Parnicher pulls it off to the side. Parks is going to travel. She's catching the ball and then hopping off of both of her feet as she takes off. Number 14. That is number 14 for Shea Oliphant. She's a sophomore, and there's a timeout on the floor. 30 seconds, and we will be right back with you. Teague and Hamer inbounds it to Briggs here out of the timeout. 1:14 left here. Briggs down to Chain. Chain up to Hamer. Hamer to Briggs. Briggs to Chain. Chain drives in, gets it to Hamer. Hamer drives in, kicks it across to Nichols. Nichols drives in, over to Briggs. Briggs to Hamer. Hamer for three, it's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Bailey Chain and then bobbled out of bounds and off of the leg of Worcester. Good hustle there by the freshman to get in there for the rebound. Hamer inbounds it to Briggs at the top of the key. She gets it to Chain. Chain drives to the corner, gets it to Briggs. Briggs pulls back, shoots a three, no good. Rebounded by Chain. It's going to be tied up. It's going to go to Latta. We've got 36.4 seconds here. Furniture with the ball. She gets it over to Booker and then up top to Oliphant. Here to Furniture, near side. She's looking for somebody, pulls it out to the logo. Skips it across and then down to Booker. Booker's going to shot fake, drive, kicks it out to, I'm not sure who that is, for three, and it is good. That was Oliphant. Hamer with the ball with about 2 seconds left. She gets a shot off, and they're not going to call a foul there. She got fouled, but end of the quarter, and they're not going to call it. So we got 22-14. And we will see you in the third. All right, as the third quarter gets started here, it is 22-14. Lady Cats down. Lady Cat basketball here at the start of the second half. And Teague Hamer's going to use a screen here, drives in, pulls up, gets her shot blocked, and is going to be picked up by Latta and handed off to Parnicher. Parnicher up to Smith. Smith down to Oliphant and back up to Smith. Over and around, and that looks like it's to Sinkle. Sinkle drives in. She misses off the front of the rim. Lindley Nichols comes down with the rebound. She's going to push it up the court. Gets it to Teague Hamer. Hamer. She drives in, gets it out to Bailey Chain, and over to Nichols. Back to Hamer. Hamer to Chain. Chain to Briggs. Briggs to Hamer. Hamer for three. It is no good. Briggs comes down with the rebound. It gets bobbled around. It's going to be Worcester, and she's going to be on the line, so she's going to remain with the Lady Cats. Lady Cats inbound. They get it up to number 20, Cadence Griffin. She drives in, kicks it out to Nichols. Nichols for three, and it is good. That brings it to 17, and the Lady Cats within 5. Parnicher over to Smith, over to Oliphant. Oliphant up to Sinkle, and then over to Smith. Smith to Parnicher. Parnicher waiting for some people to cut. She finds somebody, and it is going to be, tries to throw it to Worcester, and it is no good and goes out of bounds. It's going to be Lady Cat basketball. Hamer inbounds it to Briggs. Briggs brings it up the court. She drives in, gets it to Hamer. Hamer drives in. It gets tipped out of bounds, and it's going to remain with the Lady Cats.
Paisley Anderson checks back in for Latta.
They're going to get the ball in, and it goes around to Briggs. Briggs over to Chain. Chain bobbles the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Hit both hands, and just she couldn't keep a hold of it. We got Smith with the ball. Nope, that is Parnicher, my bad. She's going to throw up a tough shot there, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to go to the Lady Cats. Hamer inbounds to Briggs. Briggs drives down, gets it to Nichols. Nichols over to Hamer. Hamer drives in, over to Chain. Chain to Nichols. Nichols drives in, over to Hamer. Hamer drives. Nichols drives. Chain kicks it over to Briggs. Briggs over to Nichols. Nichols for three. It's good as well. She brings it within 2. 22-20. Lady Cats chipping away at the lead here. We've got Parnicher with the ball. Over to Anderson, and that is almost stolen by Bailey Chain. Not quite. They get it down into the corner to Parnicher. It's going to be time out. Nope, she's out of bounds. Never mind. She steps on the line. It's going to go to the Lady Cats. Lindley Nichols here, instrumental, hits 2 3-pointers coming out of the break here from halftime, and timeout called by Latta. 22-20, full timeout. We'll be back with you in a minute. Again, yesterday I said I do not have a sponsor list. I'm kind of the backup person on this, but thank you to all of the sponsors that sponsor Wildcat TV and help us do these things. I know the students appreciate it. I know the program appreciates it, and I know the community appreciates it. And so thank you for all of your time and support. All right, we got Lady Cats inbounding it. Briggs to Hamer. Hamer takes it over the far side. She's going to bring it towards the middle, spins back, gets it to Nichols. Nichols spins back around, gets it to Hamer. Hamer up to Briggs. Briggs to Nichols. Nichols drives in, over to Hamer. Hamer to Chain. Chain to Nichols. Nichols spins around, gets it to Chain. She should have shot it right there. She gets it to Briggs and then over to Nichols. Over to Hamer. Briggs. She drives in. Oh, tough pass, and Nichols can't handle it, and it is going to go out of bounds. Furniture with the ball. She's going to dribble it around up top. She drives to the middle, gets it out to Sinkle, and then down to Anderson, over to Worcester. Worcester finds Smith cutting to the basket. She gets her shot blocked just a little bit and is under the rim, and Kirsten Briggs gets the rebound, kicks it out to Hamer for a wide open three. Get in there. No good. It's tipped around, and Furniture takes off with it. It's going to be a 2-on-2 here. She spins to the left, a little out of control, and Teague and Hamer gets the rebound. It's no good. She kicks it up to Griffin, and it is uncatchable there and bounces out of bounds. Furniture with the ball. She gets it to Sinkle and then down to Anderson, and they can find Smith cutting across. She kicks it out to Worcester. Worcester for three, and it is good. Hamer drives in, kicks it to Nichols. Nichols spins around. She gets a foul called there. Very dramatic, but no worries. Jason Smith has picked up a foul there. That is her third foul. And Lady Cats are taking it out under the goal. It's a little after the whistle action there, and everybody looks fine, so we'll keep moving. They're going to inbound up top to Bailey Chain. She gets it over to Nichols, over to Briggs. Briggs to Chain. She gets it to Nichols, almost gets it stolen. Nichols for three, no good off the back of the rim. Griffin's going to chase it down. Good hustle. It's out of bounds before she can get it hold of it. So it's going to go back to the Lady Panthers, and Furniture's going to have it. She kind of drives around on the far side, picks up her dribble, finds Smith cutting back door, and it's going to be an and-one opportunity here as the foul from Lindley Nichols. Her shot does fall there. That brings it back up to a 7-point lead for the Lady Panthers.
First team foul on Seiling. One shot for Smith.
She misses off the front of the rim, and Lindley Nichols comes up with it after Furniture kind of gets a hand on it there. Nichols drives, passes it to Briggs. Briggs drives, passes it to Hamer. Hamer drives, tries to find a corner. No, that was Nichols to Briggs. Briggs goes in, forces up a shot there, and gets fouled. It's going to be on Worcester. Her looked like her arms were kind of bent over, wrists were over top there. So Briggs jumps in, made the contact, and they gave her the free throws there. First one is up. It's good. Nothing but net. 21-27. Hooker checks into the game for Smith. Briggs, second free throw is up and good. The inbound here to Furniture. She brings it to the near side. She's going to drive in to the right and then out to Booker. Booker has to chase it down. She takes off dribbling. And her pass to Anderson gets tipped and that by Lindley Nichols, but she gets it down to Worcester, and Worcester lays it in for 2. Briggs with the ball. She gets to Hamer. Hamer drives in, spins back, gets it out to Briggs. Briggs over to Nichols. Nichols spins back, gets it to Chain in the corner. She goes baseline, gets it back out to Nichols. It's going to be out of bounds. Lady Cats having trouble catching the ball right now. Got about 1:50 left here in the third quarter. Parnicher with the ball. 29-22. She drives in, kicks it out for 3 for Anderson. It is no good off the back of the rim. Worcester comes down with a rebound. She's going to get it out to Parnicher for 3. That is going to be no good off the front of the rim. Teague Hamer, good block out, good rebound. She takes off. Ooh. Finds Griffin. Griffin lays it in for 2. Great look there. Katie Griffin really finding the open spots there on the back side tonight. Love to see that. Parnicher down to Anderson. Anderson up to Booker. Over to number 10, Finkel. That's right. She gets it up top to Parnicher. She pulls it back to the logo. Gets it over to Booker. Booker over to Finkel. Anderson near the logo. There's about 47 seconds left. I think they're probably holding for final shot. We've got Parnicher with it. 29-24 with about 35 left. Booker hands it off to Finkel and then over to Anderson and over to Parnicher. She's looking up top here. She's going to dribble it herself. She's going to drive to the right, goes back to the left. With it right on through there and laid it in. We got Teague Hamer with the ball to Briggs. Briggs to Nichols, out to Hamer. Hamer pulls up, shoots a 3. It's super short. Got blocked. It's going to be just held here for the end of the quarter. It is 31-24.
Seiling 24. JC Smith checks in.
Lady Cats will be right back with you here in a minute. All right, here to start the fourth quarter. It's going to be Latta basketball, and Lady Cats are down by 7, 31-24.
Latta basketball beginning on.
I hope we can find a little bit of energy here in the fourth quarter, kind of bring this back within striking distance. So we got number 1, Smith with the ball. She's going to drive in, kicks it out to Park. She's going to get it back to Smith. Smith takes it to the top. She's going to drive in, pulls up, shoots about the elbow, misses. It's going to be rebounded by Worcester. Kimber Manuel doing her best there on it. No good. Hamer's going to pick up the rebound there. She's going to drive in and get fouled. It's going to be on Booker. Teague and Hamer going to the free throw line.
Number 40, Bertha, Booker, first team foul on Latta. Free throws, number 24, Teague and Hamer shooting 2.
First one is up and good for Teague and Hamer. Second one goes off the back of the rim there and is rebounded by Sinkle and then over to Smith. Smith to Sinkle and then over to Oliphant. Up to Booker and then over to Smith at the logo. She's going to get it to Sinkle on the near side. Over across to Smith on the far side. She's going to pull it out. Drives in. Tries to find a corner, doesn't find one. Parks it. She's going to get in, lays it in for 2. As Lindley Nichols gets tripped up and falls. Briggs drives in, kicks it out to Griffin. Griffin drives in, kicks it up to Hamer. Hamer for 3. No good, off the back of the rim. Smith with the ball. Smith drives in. She's going to force up a shot there, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Booker, and she's going to lay it in for 2. Nichols for 3, and it's good. Thirty-five, 28, 5:53 here in the fourth quarter left. Full timeout. Said Bailey Chain checked back into the game at the break, and Parniture for the other team. We'll be right back with you. All right, Latta inbound the ball here with 5:53 left. They're going to throw it long. That's going to be stolen by Bailey Chain. She's going to get it up to Briggs. Briggs is going to drive in. She's going to find Nichols. Nichols drives in, finds Hamer. Hamer for 3. Get in there. There we go. She's been looking for that all night. That's going to bring it to 31-35. We're back within 4. They're going to find Sinkle. Sinkle is going to get fouled. She's going to be going to the free throw line. Lindley Nichols picks up her 3rd. It's going to be, I don't believe that's Worcester. I think that's Sinkle.
Single shooting.
First free throw is up, and it is no good. Second free throw is up, and it is also no good. Nichols comes down with the rebound, gets it to Hamer. Hamer pushes down the court. She's going to drive in, kicks it over to Nichols. Nichols drives in. She's going to spin back, goes up strong, no good. It's going to get tipped around, but Latta's going to be the one tipping it and tips it over to Parniture. She kicks it to Smith at the logo. Smith drives in, pulls it back out, gives it up to Parnicher. Parnicher drives in, kicks it out to number 23. She's going to shoot it for 3, and it is good. That is Parks. Briggs inbounds to Hamer. Hamer to Briggs. Briggs to Chain to Briggs. Briggs drives in, kicks it to Nichols. Nichols for 3, no good. Worcester gets the rebound. She gets it up to Parnicher. Parnicher goes in. She's going to get it. She's going to commit a double dribble here, and it's going to go back to the Lady Cats. Hamer inbounds it to Briggs. Briggs jogs it up the court here. Gets it to Chain in the corner. She drives back towards the top. Gets it to Hamer. Hamer to Nichols. Nichols spins back around. Gets it to Hamer. Hamer to Chain. Over to Briggs. Briggs gets in there. No good. Worcester gets the rebound. She's going to push it up the court and then kicks it back to Parnicher. Parnicher is going to take her time. Gets it down to the corner to Worcester. She's going to cut across the front there. And finds Sinkle, and Sinkle lays it in for 2. Teague Hamer with it. She's going to spin, goes for the long layup there, and it is good as she's going to the free throw line. That is
Basket goes for 24, Teague Hamer.
30,
Second team foul on Latta.
33 to 40.
Foul on number 11.
Foul is going to be on Parnicher, and that's her first.
One shot.
Shot is up and good. Sinkle inbounds to Parnicher. Parnicher carries the ball a little bit, but gets away with it. She gets trapped in the corner, and there's going to be a timeout called by the Latta coach. 6 points down with 3:24. We will be right back with you. It's going to be a Latta basketball out here on the near side. We have Sinkle inbounding it. She gets it into Parks. Parks hands it off to Parnicher. Parnicher creates some distance, gets it to Smith. Smith drives in. She's going to pull it, goes back to the middle, shoots a jumper. It's no good, rebounded by Nichols. Nichols gets it up to Hamer. Hamer drives in. She gets her shot blocked, and it is picked up by Worcester. Parnicher with it. Gets it to Parks and around to number 10. That is Smith. Smith's going to drive it to the near side. Gets it to Parnicher. She gets it back to Smith. back out to Smith. Smith over to Worcester. Worcester finds Parnicher, and they find Sinkle. Sinkle misses. Briggs gets the rebound. She takes off. Gets it to Hamer. Hamer over to Chain in the corner. Over to Briggs. Briggs out to Hamer. Hamer for three. No good. It's going to be tipped around. Lindley Nichols hops on it. It's going to be a jump ball that should go to the Lady Cats. 1:52 left here. Teague Hamer to inbound it. She gets it to Chain and around to Briggs. Briggs drives in. Tough move. They're going to call a foul there.
Fouls on number 10.
It's going to be on Sinkle.
13 foul on Latta. Free throw line is number 21, Kirsten Briggs.
Briggs with 1:47 left. Hits her first free throw. That's going to bring it to a 5-point lead for Latta. Briggs' second free throw is up and good. It's to be 4 points again. You're going to inbound here to Smith. Smith hands it off to, oh, nope, that's Smith. Oh, she's going to be fouled by Briggs.
Fouls on number 21, Kirsten Briggs. Second team foul.
That's the second team foul for Seiling. That's Briggs' first foul of the night. Inbound the ball here to Smith. Smith is fouled. I'm going to say Briggs got her again.
Fouls on number 21, Kirsten Briggs. Third team foul on Seiling.
It's the third team foul for Seiling. Briggs, is guarding the ball. This is going to be a foul by Bailey Chain on Parnicher.
Number 15, Bailey Chain, 14 foul on Seiling.
Latta having some trouble there. Get it into Smith finally. She drives in. She's going to be fouled by Teague Hamer.
Fouls on number 24,
Smith is going to be going to the free throw line.
Free throw. That free throw line is number 1, Lacey Smith.
First one is up for Smith, and it rattles around and is no good. Smith's second free throw is up and goes in. Briggs to inbound. Hamer takes a few seconds to pick it up. Brings it down the court. Gets it to Briggs. Briggs drives in, gets it to Chain. Chain. Back to Briggs. Briggs spins around, gets it picked. She gets a hold of it though, and there's a timeout called by Coach Hamer.
Timeout call on the floor by Seiling.
He's down to one timeout, 1:16 left, 41-36, 5-point lead for Latta Lady Panthers. And we will be right back with you. All right, Lady Cats in a tough situation here. They are down 5 with 1:16 left. They do have the ball though, and we will see if the Lady Cats can dig deep here and find something in the legs to get going. Get it to Teague Hamer. She gets it up to Briggs. Briggs shoots, no good. It's rebounded though by Bailey Chain. She gets it, and Katie Griffin gets fouled on the rebound.
Fouls on number 35, Jacoby Worcester. Fourth team foul at the line is number 20, Cadence Griffin, shooting 2.
Katie Griffin shooting 2 here. First one is up and good, nothing but net. Brings it back within 4. Second one, just short off the front of the rim. It is almost rebounded there, but Worcester gets it. She's going to take it down the court herself. She picks it up, gets it over to Parnicher. Parnicher pushes it up to Sinkle. Sinkle pulls it out, gets it to Smith. Smith, Parnicher. They're going to throw it across to Worcester, and it's going to be bobbled around and picked up by Sinkle. This foul is called here on probably Nichols.
Fouls on number 21.
Nope, that is Kirsten Briggs.
Two-shot foul for Savannah Sinkle.
Sinkle's going to the line for 2. 48.6 seconds left. First shot is no good. Oh. Second shot is up and good. Hamer back to Briggs. Briggs pushing it down the court. She gets in, free shot line, misses just off the front of the rim. Bailey Chain tracks it down, gets it to Briggs. Briggs over to Hamer. Hamer drives, spins around, kicks it out to Nichols for 3. Deep 3, it is no good, but rebounded. Oh, and then rebounded again. That was Bailey Chain, I believe. Timeout called by Coach Hamer. We will be right back with you in just a second. Correction, that was rebounded by Cadence Griffin, put back in, and that brings us within 3, 42 to 39. And I'm not quite sure on the time there, but 3 points, that is a 1-possession game, and we will see what the Lady Cats do. .6 seconds left in the game. Latta throwing the ball in. Ref gently reminding Lindley Nichols she can't cross the line. There's a
Fouls on number 24, Teague Hamer. Two-shot foul for Latta.
foul on Teague Hamer there. And Smith is going to the line, I believe. No time wasted. Teague Hamer picks up her 4th foul, though. Smith's first free throw. Up and good. Nothing but net. Brings the lead to 4. That's a 2-possession game. Second shot is good off the front of the rim. We're going to inbound quickly to Teague Hamer. She's going to find Cadence Griffin is going to get knocked away. Worcester gets it. They're going to foul. It looks like Parnicher. Might be Briggs's. Nope, that is Cadence Griffin.
Two-shot foul for Latta. At the line, number 11, Kelsey Furniture.
Furniture at the line. First free throw is up and good. Looks like there is 15.7 seconds left here. Furniture second, up, good as well. Gonna inbound to Hamer. Hamer over to Nichols. Nichols back to Hamer. Hamer for three, no good. It's gonna be tipped out of bounds. I'm gonna say white ball. Lady Cats, matchup. They're gonna throw it long. It's gonna be picked up by Worcester, and she's gonna hold it out at the logo.
For this game, the 2A Latta Panthers will beat the number 1 Class A Seiling Lady Wildcats, 46-39. After the handshake, we'll have the third place trophy presentation.
Latta Lady Panthers are going to win third place in the Bertha Teague Mid-America Classic. Lady Cats put up a good effort here this week, and we will be back with you sometime in January. I'm not sure if they're going to be at the game on Friday for January 3rd with Moreland, but that game is going to be at home. And if you would like to join us, we would love to have you at Seiling. So come on out and join us then. And if after that, I believe we're going to a tournament. So we will be back with you guys soon. Please drive safely. Thank you to all the fans that came out. Thank you to all the sponsors that help us do this. And we will see you guys next week. Bye.